I've met so many young people who are actually really engaged in politics that I think there's no sort of excuse for young people to be left out of voting, because it's such an important part of taking a role in society.
Because the election's every 5 years, they should be able to vote for what their future's going to be like.
By the age of 16, I think that people are mature enough to know what they want and what decisions they want to vote for.
Yeah, you could have a chance to have your say in what kind of things you wanted, rather than just it being based on adults and even like more older people who don't really know what we need as a generation.
(16 and 17-year-olds can join the armed forces, they can have families, and they pay tax. So why can't they vote? From now, setting up a little working group with the members of the Youth Parliament and some fellow councillors to look at providing the evidence to the government.
It's another voice to be added to the campaign for Votes at 16, which is really gaining momentum. A lot of politicians support it. The House of Lords recently voted that 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds should be allowed to vote in the EU referendum, which I was really pleased about. And I think that Cornwall Council adding their voice to this is going to help build the momentum towards changing the voting age and bringing it down.
I think it's important that we provide the evidence to the government because at the moment they've been easy to dismiss this. It's because they say there's no support. And I want to say from the Cornwall's perspective there is support from this, and they would like, if they will be willing to listen, is to actually use Cornwall as a pilot area for lowering the voting age.
One of the reasons why I think it's so important, and a good sort of example to look at, is the Scottish referendum on independence, where 16 and 17-year-olds were given the vote, and they actually had a higher turnout than 18 to 24-year-olds and 25 to 35-year-olds. So it proves that 16 and 17-year-olds are engaged enough to be able to vote.